you know what it's called? The American Trilogy by Elvis
We're
Presley.
back.
Oh, I'm back. Oh,
What's happening? Peely 9, I'm back with Grandad Steve again.
again.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna do Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist.
All right.
Um, so there's a lot of stuff going in the world at the moment, and I want to start off with saying R.I.P. to George Floyd. What happened over in America was disgusting, and us overseas, we don't support that at all. Me having my mother that's mixed race, and my grandfather's from Trinidad, and your partner's mixed race, so um,
Yeah.
although we can't understand as I'm white faced, we definitely have a strong connection to the black community and culture. This is a song that was heavily reacted to and listened to a couple of years ago, I think 2017 or 2018, and it's 3 years later, and the issues around the world are still there. Um, and I'm pretty sure I showed Steve and my mum this song at the time, but I think it's probably about the right time to revisit this, because the world hasn't changed in the past 3 years. So, you ready?
Yep. Yep. Far away.
I don't know what I just did.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright, look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still tryna sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait, it's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud.
I think you're about right to stop it there to have a couple of notes
Well,
over.
it started off a bit sort of naughty, didn't it? I think it did. You know.
Yeah,
But obviously, wait and see how the song goes.
yeah. Do you have any memories of this so far?
No.
Oh, okay, so this is basically like a fresh view for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember.
You remember the lyrics or
No, I don't remember.
yeah. The thing is, like, so he's spitting. This white guy is spitting a perception of a "Make America Great Again" perception of black people. Um, not raising kids, not attending jobs, whatever. What did he just say? That last sentence there.
In-laws, baby cousin
Oh
Tracy.
yeah, I'm not racist because I've got a friend. I've got a friend that's black, or my cousin's boyfriend's black. Like, how many times over the years has that typical line of excuse of racism been around? Really,
Well,
like, it's actually a joke.
it's still
Like
now,
the underlying, like, and it might not be just straight racism. It's more ignorance as well.
ignorance, yeah.
And people don't think they're being racist because they don't understand the struggle
No.
of a black person or of a
And it may
person
be
of ethnic
more so my age people are more ignorant of it than the younger people. Because, you know, like I was born in the 50s, so it was all in the 60s and that it was all happening then
Very
with
fresh.
Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
you know, where the blacks couldn't go on the same buses as the whites in America and things like that. So I remember all of that sort of stuff. So, you know, people my age are maybe more ignorant to it than maybe youngsters are.
Yeah.
You know, I think because the youngsters have been brought up in that culture, and we haven't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think especially I think back then it was definitely more of a racial divide, whereas
Yeah.
I think now, although there is still the racial divide, it is definitely more of a systematic divide of classes, of like
I
working
think it was.
class,
Yeah,
upper
I
class.
think it was more so in America than it was in England, but
Mm.
it was still
But we
in
governed
England.
it, right? We created America.
Oh yeah,
We went over there and
going back,
destroyed.
going back.
But
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
literally went over there and destroyed the American Indians.
yeah.
You know, and took over their country, and that's why it's a white country as it is now, for a predominantly white country.
He got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god, oh my god. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu.
I think it's funny, like, I think it's funny how you like compared Steve Jobs and Einstein to the black culture, worshipping Tupac as if there wasn't no Martin Luther King in the world, no Malcolm X's, no Muhammad Ali's, even in modern day Tiger Woods, LeBron James, all these big figures that have
But even Muhammad Ali was
pioneered.
treated like shit, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And he was comparing the Einsteins and Steve Jobs to Tupac. Tupac's movement was brilliant, and how he changed the rap game. But it's like there's so many other highly influential black people that have done so much good for the world. I just thought it was funny that comparison.
Blaming on those drinks, blaming on everybody except for your own race, blaming on white privileges, blaming on white kids, and just blaming on white citizens, aiming at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you wanna be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you fucks. So what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours. I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends.
Oh, I just got a little bit of goosebumps. So yeah, touching on the first point that I wanted to say, he said about all lives matter is protest to Black Lives Matter, and that's still going on now. Right, the people are still saying all lives matter, and yeah, all lives do matter, but the movement Black Lives Matter is because black people were suppressed or whatever the correct word is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, and there's been loads of analogies online, and it's like someone said like, it's like having a house that's burning on fire. You call a fire engine to put out that flame on the house, and then someone else comes out of their house and say, well, all houses matter. But well, not all houses are on fire.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you didn't clock, Joyner Lucas is both. He's the white guy and the black guy actually rapping.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so he's not. Both of these are actors.
Right.
So the guy who's rapping is Joyner Lucas. I think he's mixed raced. So he sees both sides,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So he's had, but that, yeah. So it's not actually the white guy that's saying the lyrics or the black guy. If you didn't clock, I just wanted to say that. And then obviously he uses the N word back at him. saying, you know,
Yeah.
we shouldn't use it, but we do because we've took the power away from the word because that word held so much power for so many years.
What the N word?
The N word, yeah.
Yeah, because they do use it to each other, and the black guys do use it against each other, not in a nasty way, because I've worked with a gang of black men and I was the only white man, and I got on really well with them. But when they used to play cards or anything, they'd call each other that, and I'd say, well, why can you call him that and I can't?
Yeah.
And they said, because we can.
Yeah.
There wasn't a reason. It's because they can call them that, but I couldn't.
But it's
because they'd look at it as a racist.
Yeah.
So.
But it was taking the power back from that word.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And no one should use the word really, but it's used heavily in music. And I think that was the main thing about it. When white people go, why are you using it? And it's because they're taking the power back from it.
But you watch documentaries, they call each other that on documentaries on telly. You know, so
yeah, it's just that understanding. Yeah, and that's probably why. Not making excuses. I'm not making excuses for anyone saying the word, but in terms of when white people don't understand that why black people would use the word if they're so offended to it, that's another barrier that we need to come across. Especially there's such a disconnect between cultures on the extreme side of things anyway.
Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even
see, it's like if you're going to use it, you know that he's explained it there. If you're going to use the N word, we know you're saying it with a deeper meaning, like to say it to be hurtful. You know what I mean? You're not just saying it to say, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Tryna have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Tryna find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, this the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama, I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump and I was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracking within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes so we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding.
If only it was that easy.
I'm not racist.
You just could.
Oh, at least they're friends anyway.
Yeah, man, Joyner Lucas was absolute banger. Even when this was or wrote or performed and released is still resonating hard today. And yeah, it's crazy. Any other thoughts, final thoughts, or
No, not really on it.
what about the
I know they feel that because he mentioned Obama, and I know they feel Obama was put in just to keep the black people quiet. So you've got a black president. Now I know some of them feel like, because I see a thing on it, and it's like it only put him in just to shut us all up, sort of thing. But then as soon as he went,
you've gave us double Trump, which is like the worst.
Yeah.
Like extreme.
And that you tend to believe because it's I don't know.
Well,
you sort of when you listen to the black people about Barack Obama, they're saying like at the end of the day, yeah, he's a president, but he's not calling any shots at all. He's saying nothing. He's got his sidekicks telling him what to do.
So
where with Trump, he will say what he wants, not what people are telling him what to say.
Yeah. So, well, he's not a trained political. He's not a trained politician.
No.
He's just a businessman that's got into his position because he has so much money and power. But yeah, I think a lot of people in general like Barack Obama as a person because he's such a down to earth person. But when it comes to actually what he did for the country, he is just like anyone. He's just a face of the country. He's a puppet of the country of the government.
That's it. That's
what he takes the backlash, but he also can take the when things evil can also reap the benefits. We was talking about if there was two men the other day. I think we was talking about it yesterday. If there's two men in the same BMW, and one's a black man and one's a white man, same age group, who's more likely to be pulled over?
The black man. We said
and
this,
and that's because it feels like, how can a black man own this car?
Well,
he has to be a drug dealer
maybe
or
it's
thief.
not true, but that's what I believe would happen.
Oh.
I think you believe the same.
Yeah,
How comes a black man's driving around BMW? What's he doing and everything else? Where a white man, it's like I said, who would they pull up first?
Yeah,
and they would, and it is unfair, but it's the way they are. Maybe things like that should change,
And I think it should change. And I think that's the biggest thing with the George Floyd incident is that it's not just another black man that's died, and it's not just another racist act, but the person that killed him was a person of authority and power that's meant to be there to protect you.
Yeah, black or white.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's scary when it's that blatantly obvious. In the States, this happened over here with Trevor Martin and Mark Duggan and many other names. But yeah, man, I think the world's slowly getting better, but it's very slowly, and we probably won't see equality to the lengths we want to see it in our lifetimes. But if we can just make a mark for the future.
Well, you think you look, it's took sort of 60 years from going on separate buses, different schools and everything else. It took 60 years to get where we are, and 60 years is way too long to be where we are. It shouldn't have took that long. And we need, is it going to be another 60 years? Before it gets better. Well, that's 120 years before it gets any better. Who knows?
Yeah, we can only try and make our progress and try and make progress as quick as possible in our lifetimes, and then in 100 years' time they may be looking at us and thinking, "God, how divided was the world back then compared to now?" And that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. It was quite a deep conversation for the day.
It was a bit serious there, wasn't it?
Not a usual one, but we're showing the versatility that you can hold.
Yes.
From Italian rap to
Yes,
to controversial issues.
But it's like I said earlier, old people find it hard to change because they was brought up in that era, which to them was right. It was wrong, but to them it was right.
Yeah.
I mean, people older than me still don't know what is right or wrong.
Are there people older than you in this world?
Yeah. But I didn't know what was right, what was wrong. I mean, your mum has actually put me right on a couple of things where I've said, oh, I'm not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Said, no, because I was ignorant to it. I didn't know it was wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm being, not now, but I was put right at the time. It's like right.
And you're not racist. It's just that you was ignorant to the fact.
No, it's just you need educating. Old people need to be educated, but old people are stuck in their ways. And they think they don't need to be educated. So, and I'm one of them.
Yeah. So, Black Lives Matter. R.I.P. to George Floyd. And R.I.P. to all the other fallen people that has been a victim of racism or prejudice. And I think that's about time to wrap it up. That's peace.
Bye.
Just smash a thumbs up. No other request for this one. Thank you. Any last words?
Nope. Take care. Keep safe.